tape I've been using in Australia Post. It's good if you want a soft stick, but it doesn't stick like the Bear brand duct tape. This is cloth tape from Bear brand at Bunnings in Australia. And to the multi-adhesive glue surface, it's really hard. Here you can see I've added a joining rod between the two flaps. This side is araldited, or two-part epoxy, into the foam. The other side is just allowed to slide in and out, and the laminate of the paper is strong enough to be the sliding hole for the wire. Here we are marking out where we want the flap joiner to go through, which is the same as the Aileron ones. We want it fairly close to the end so that it pushes against the upper and lower surface. So I'd say about there. I was making both mark the same on both sides. Now on the side with the control horn on it, I'll drill. This is the side we want to glue into. I'll just drill into there. The reason I want to drill into these and not just squeeze the wire in is to try not to compress the foam too much. A nice clean hole. And I'll mark halfway, just estimate halfway with this texter marker. By the way, these permanent markers will melt the foam if you drew straight on it. Maybe just a little bit, because most of the thinners will evaporate, but they still will. To give the epoxy something to stick to, I just lightly squeeze with a pair of pinchers up and down the side that I'm going to glue to make a whole lot of dents. It gives it a key for it the glue to grab onto. And you should be able to run your fingernail down that and feel the grooves you've made. It should be definite grooves, enough to stop your fingernails sliding properly or grind your fingernail away. That's probably enough. Of course the other side stays smooth. And entering, I want it all the way down. Don't want to get any on the other side, obviously. I'll just twist it on the way in to try and draw the glue into there, up to my black mark. And drip any on the table. Also for this element here. Didn't drill it deep enough. And we can see that it will slide between the two quite well. Obviously that'll, because it's foam, that'll become softer with time. As you can see, with the second piece of wire, it makes the difference between the two split flaps a lot less significant. You can see the angle opening. Why do that? Control and on through. Now this is dried in there, I can place it in the pre-drilled hole, and again I can take it out to the max, 60 degrees. Put the tape down. Should be pretty good. Here we have that hinged joint with the distance moving from point to point. You can see as it goes up it gets wider and narrows as it goes down towards the bottom. And that's of course because they're at two slight angles, these hinge points, they're not perfectly in line. And it moves rather freely. The initial setup, I haven't trimmed anything up properly yet, but you can see we've got ailerons and ailerons, flaps, and there's your spoiler function as well. And once the spoiler's on, you can control your way in and still bring the flaps on. Something that's fairly important is putting a layer of tape along this leading edge, because the weight that's inside will pop through the polystyrene quite easily, as it is just polystyrene. So you've got to reinforce it with something that can hold it on if there's any impact. And I'm going to do this one right around so it becomes our hinge point for the now we've got a hinge for our bottom plate. Works quite well.